everyone, I'm Christian and that's Corey and we are Super Kami Guru 9000 and this is our review of one of the final chapters of the Naruto manga series, Corey, and it is a long time coming. We've been reviewing this series for 4 years. It's as we're doing this, it's hitting me. There's a, you know, I'm just gonna be honest, there's a lot of emotion in this, man, because like we get together every Wednesday and do this and like damn, you know, it's coming to a close. It
really is. It's the end of an era. Even before we did this whole YouTube page, we always used to hang out with each other on Wednesdays and talk about, hey, did you read Naruto? Oh my god, it was awesome. In fact, I think the first times we started doing that was during the Pain arc.
Yes, the Pain arc. Like, literally, the genesis of this channel was Corey and I having 30, 45-minute conversations about Naruto chapters. And I said, Corey, I know technology. You love to talk about Naruto. Let's just record it. And together we'll make a channel on YouTube and it'll be amazing. And we thought
it was kind of a new thing at that time, too.
Yeah,
like, there really weren't that many people who were talking about anime and manga. Like, it was pretty much just like funny videos, cat videos, and video game stuff.
Yep. And I think along with a few other people, we have really, not to get too on our high horse, but have pioneered anime reviewing, the daily anime reviews on YouTube.
I want to say this, though, before we get into the formal review. I just want to say it's been an absolute pleasure to review this for you guys, and it's also been an honor to work amongst such great YouTubers who are passionate about talking about Naruto, and just, it's been an honor working with you guys. I wish we could have done more collaborations, but considering that Naruto is still continuing in the future, I'd like to think that we can take a lesson from the final chapters of Naruto and start fucking working together a little bit more.
Absolutely.
You know, because these, honestly, were very inspirational chapters. And they're very different, which is exactly why we've decided to review each one individually. The tone is different, and it's not just because of the color pages or everything. And just, I think I really liked 699 a lot.
699 was my favorite out of the two, but not getting into the other one too much. You know, 699 just felt more Naruto-ish, but that's because 700 is in the future with characters we don't know that well yet.
Yeah, a ton of new characters.
Ton of new characters. Okay, so let's get into it. The first part of 699 is you see Naruto and Sasuke laying on the hands of the statues that they were fighting in with the Valley of the End, and they're making the sign of reconciliation, which is what happens at the end of a Konoha sparring match. And we see this all the time. This is some very common symbolism we've seen throughout the Naruto series. And it's just funny because obviously those two statues were facing off and doing jutsus against each other. And then their hands fell.
Yeah, and because they crashed down on top of each other, they actually broke and actually were able to do the Seal of Reconciliation, which... It's really good symbolism, and I love the fact that they didn't show it in the previous chapter because Naruto and Sasuke have been sitting there the entire time.
It shows that that had to be planned. You know, like sometimes we give Kishimoto hard times for his writing style and saying this guy's making it up as he's going, but that guy started on their faces last week and then just pulled out a little bit at the end of that one. And now on this one, he pulls out a little bit more. And it's just, there's symbolism and so much thought put into these first few pages that it really blew me away. And sometimes I find symbolism, I think as you refer to it, dime store symbolism, to be a little heavy-handed sometimes in anime, but damn, good stuff. Next, Sakura and Kakashi come up on them, and Sakura starts healing them. It's a very emotional moment.
It's a very nostalgic moment because it's really the first time since the first half of the series that Team 7 is actually acting like Team 7 again. And I especially love the scene where Kakashi decides to move his headband over where his Sharingan eye used to be, because in a sense it's sort of like taking him back to the old days. He doesn't even have Sharingan eye anymore. He doesn't have to do that. But just seeing his old comrades and students finally coming together as a team again has sort of made him happy. And I don't know, just something about that scene I thought was really effective. I like the fact that Sasuke is immediately trying to apologize to Sakura as well.
It shows his point of view has definitely changed. And Sakura's like, you better apologize. You were so stupid. But she's crying and overwhelmed by the whole moment. And even though Sasuke used that genjutsu on her to stab her and everything, she still let him go. The women of Naruto are hard-headed when they fall for someone. They commit. Next, we see Naruto and Sasuke in another amazing piece of symbolism, using their good hands to release the infinite Tsukiyomi. And you have Naruto on one page and Sasuke on the other, and it's just really well drawn. You see who's getting released. We even see Yamato getting out of the sword.
Yeah, that was really cool. We unfortunately does not really have a single line of dialogue, I believe, from the final two chapters. But, you know, you understand. It's just he's been captured for a long time, and the other things that were cool is they actually follow up on some other events, like the Cloud Ninja, who are trapped inside the gourd from Kinkaku and Ginkaku.
Let them out? Yeah.
They let them out. That was really cool. We get to see all the Kages released. And we even get to see Orochimaru and Kabuto.
Which, get out. And
that's all they show of them in the final 2 chapters. And boy, does that still bother me. I know that it shouldn't, and I know I should be able to just look the other way on that. But I want resolution from these characters, and I don't think I'm going to get it.
Yeah, well, in the Naruto universe, as long as we're friends, we're cool then. It doesn't matter how many people you murdered in the past.
Speaking of which, there is a really funny scene where they finally cut back to Konoha Village, and it's towards the end of the chapter where Kakashi's like, well, Sasuke, you've done some pretty serious shit.
And normally...
You know that. Normally, you'd be in prison for the rest of your life. But because you helped everybody out of the Infinite Tsukiyomi, we're just going to sweep this one under the rug. But before they actually get to that scene, the next scene is where things get a little more serious, heavy-handed. We go to a huge funeral scene.
Yes.
With all the ninja from Konoha. And I can just assume in that final panel with Naruto and Hinata that they're at Neji's grave.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it makes the most sense.
That's what I think. They're all wearing black. To me, some time has passed at this point, and the war is over. Everyone is back at the village. Life is trying to become normal again. Mm-hmm. And they're all at Neji's grave. And it's a somber moment to know that there were one single important casualty.
That's mean. There were some important character deaths throughout this whole arc, but I mean, Neji's was definitely the one that I think had the biggest ripple throughout the show.
Yes, yeah. Sorry, I'm just riffing, guys. I was very sad when Neji died. I mean, it does feel like there's a void there. It's sort of strange. And one of the other things that we see is before Sasuke leaves and heads off through the gates of the village, which is also very symbolic for going off into the world, Sakura's there, and he taps her on the head with the 2-finger poke that Itachi has done to him time and time again to show connection, feelings, to show that they care about each other, and I think that there couldn't be a better symbol to show that Sasuke is, just gives a shit about Sakura now, and I think it's very fitting for him to pass that on to her.
They showed a lot of growth. There was obviously a lot of symbolism there, and I really appreciated that a lot. That scene was great. And I also like the fact that Sakura is just looking like old school Sakura with her long hair. It actually kind of fooled me at first. And then, of course, there's the final scene of 699, which is incredibly powerful, where Sasuke is deciding to leave the village. Naruto's waiting for him as he's getting ready to leave. Oh, and we cannot forget this. Sasuke's arm is going to be healed somehow due to Hashirama's cells and like the Zetsu thing. They do mention that.
So they are making Zetsu arms, essentially, or Hashirama cell arms from, I guess, Hashirama cells to give Naruto and Sasuke prosthetic arms. So they probably just look ugly. That's why they get tape all over them
or maybe it just takes a really long time to heal. Who knows?
You remember Obito had to grow his arms and make them strong? Maybe,
that's true.
Maybe they get like little weak arms and they have to build them up or something.
That's a good point, yeah. If it is anything like Obito's rehabilitation, it'll take them quite a bit of time. I mean, it took him years to finally like toughen up and everything.
Absolutely.
And I can imagine that'll probably be the same for both Naruto and Sasuke, despite how powerful they really are. But in the final shot, as Sasuke's getting ready to leave, they both have their final words, and Naruto decides he's finally going to return Sasuke's headband from their very first battle at the Valley End with the scratch still on it. And that's the final shot, and it's a really powerful image. I love the fact that Naruto kept it the entire time, and just, I don't know, it was a great chapter.
It felt like a good way to end Naruto Shippuden that we know today.
Yeah.
I think it was a fitting end. Sasuke's going off to experience the world with fresh eyes. He wants to see what the world's like. He wants to see if he should really care about it, and I think he's open to learn to love and care about the things around him now. So it's a pretty powerful chapter.
Yeah. And from a technical standpoint, it just looked nice. All the artwork was really good, very clean and consistent, and everything just looked really nice. And, they could have made this the last chapter. They really could have. All the stuff they do in 700 really doesn't add that much more aside from just showing you, hey, this is what they're doing later. They really could have ended it with just Sasuke going off and going on his adventure. But, I am still glad they did 700, because 700 really is like, it's a gift to the fans. It's like, hey, you've endured all of this. Here's a little present.
I call it the Harry Potter ending. 700's the Harry Potter.
That's exactly what it is. But I loved this chapter. My only complaint with it, and it's the one that I've already stated before, is that no resolution for Orochimaru and Kabuto. But, if they have to resolve their story, that means they also have to resolve everyone else's, and there just really is not enough time to do that in 2 chapters. Otherwise, I think this was a really solid ending to Naruto and Sasuke's conflict, and this was just a really great emotional chapter.
I probably don't even really have to ask you this, because I'm giving it a 10 out of 10, or a 5 out of 5, but what's your rating?
I'm conflicted because of the whole Orochimaru thing, but I don't want that to drag it down. I still got nothing but enjoyment out of the chapter, so I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5, but I do need to mention the Orochimaru thing is still bothering me. I don't know what it is.
That is not bothering me so much, but I understand, but the world is what it is, Corey. It may not. The world has evil in it, and Orochimaru is just part of that evil.
Yeah, you can't. That's the thing, you know. Even though they defeated all the bad guys and everything, you know, you can't erase evil from mankind. It'll always exist in some form or fashion.
Whether it's hiding it.
Yeah,
that's what it is. It's a work in progress the whole time. Thank you guys again so much for watching these reviews. We're very hopeful that there'll be a lot more Naruto content coming up in the future, because it doesn't seem Naruto, in my opinion, is a cash cow, so they're not going to stop making it. They're just not. It's about the money, and the fans love this stuff, so why wouldn't they keep making it? So, stay tuned for our review of Chapter 700, and this was our review of Chapter 699. If you guys enjoyed this review, please make sure and give the video a big thumbs up. It helps us out a lot. Also, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. We have all those links down below, and please leave us a comment about what you thought of these final chapters of Naruto. So stay tuned for our next review, guys.
I still can't believe Naruto just ended. I mean, really thinking about it, I've been wearing this Konoha flak jacket since we started doing the reviews, and now that it's all done, I mean, without it, I'm just gonna feel kind of naked. I mean, what do you think?
You know what, Corey? Let me just finish this edit, get this online. But dude, don't worry about it. There's going to be a ton more Naruto stuff in the future. Let's just go get a beer and celebrate the great run we had online.
Yeah, you're right. All right, I'll be down in a minute. Hey, Christian, wait a second.